name is Sally Douglas and I'm the Deputy Publisher for iPolitics. So iPolitics is a non-partisan, up-to-the-minute news service that we deliver to people who genuinely have an interest in federal and provincial politics. James Baxter created iPolitics for a couple of reasons. One, he wanted a real up-to-the-minute service for people interested in politics to be able to consume news about what was happening on the Hill as they were going about their day, so that they could literally use that news to influence their workspace, the decisions that they were making in a much more informed way. He really wanted to create an environment where he could safely train and coach, mentor the next generation of journalists coming up through the ranks that want to specialise in political journalism. We have very experienced journalists coupled with the best of the new crop coming out of university. There's all sorts of mentoring and coaching going on a daily basis, so he's really achieved those goals he's set out for. Politics came out the start gate online, principally online. So what would have typically been delivered to you as a newspaper, we started out online. I think that's one of the things that makes us quite entrepreneurial in spirit, because most of the news publications, regardless of what kind of news they're delivering, are coming over to an online platform. Really, I think it's fair to say that printed news is changing beyond all recognition. People want to receive their news in convenient, consumable packages. Every day for us is about thinking how we can deliver news conveniently, as I said, so it can be consumed while somebody's on the move, in a way that it can interact with their day. And I think the news industry as a whole is kind of going in the same direction. I think our biggest accomplishment, honestly, is that we celebrated our 3rd birthday. We're still here, we're thriving. We've just moved offices, which has been a real adventure for the team. Every single one of us was involved in that move. We've taken on 7 new journalists this year, and we're still recruiting. There is an enormous amount of creativity required in the roles of both the journalists and the business team here. What we've tried to do is create a space that enhances that ability to be creative. So we have created all sorts of different spaces within our workspace where people can choose to work instead of having one single desk, right down to being able to work on a deep set windowsills that we have that are being cushioned. And it's been a real satisfying project to watch the whole thing come together. I'm very proud of it. I think startups should care about politics for all sorts of reasons, but the thing that most springs to mind off the top of my head, when I first started, a gentleman by the name of Perrin Beatty sat down and had lunch with me, and we talked over lunch about why politics was important for the private sector. And I always remember one of the things he said to me was related to how if one voice speaks to Parliament Hill, it's quite difficult for that one voice to be heard. But as a group, if we pull together, we have much more influence than really, I think, a lot of the private sector organisations and companies are really aware of. So if I relate that back to my construction days, one construction company trying to make a difference with policy might not be achievable, but if the construction companies come together to make change, it's actually much more doable than a lot of construction companies are aware of. iPolitics goes to events throughout the course of the year. We go to all sorts of events, and I have to say that the Startup Day on the Hill was absolutely first class. We all really enjoyed being a part of it. We met so many absolutely inspiring entrepreneurs doing all sorts of different businesses with great success, and it's really motivated us to keep going and remain part of that community. Well, it's really simple to learn more about iPolitics and engage. It's just a click. We're just a click away. iPolitics.ca. We have a very comprehensive introduction page. We're very inexpensive to subscribe. My recommendation is to sign up with us for a month or two, become familiar with our writers and our writing style. We're quite tenacious. We always give both sides of the argument, or all sides of the argument, and for the most part where we provide introduction subscriptions, people stay with us. So come try us out, and if you like us, hopefully you'll stay and pass on the word for us.